Okay, again continue journey with Final Fantasy XIV. And it seems that it is time to speak with Otto. And I think there was other things also. So I think I probably visit 1,000 tomes before. Of course we can speak with Otto soon here.
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the Cursebreakers and their other friends in the West, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
I wonder if this is seeds of
When
me.
did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvassers in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. That's a fresh air. Tempest, more like.
Tempest.
Oi, Otto, you got my guild?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
Ah, here is the
Little...
ship.
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
I don't get my hands on that.
Okay, they are talking. I visit 1,000 tomes before going any deeper.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the deck in this time. Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Boy soldiers with their ruby stain, stick steeds fed to the fire, shall never burn away the pain, till one man tops the pyre.
Okay, there is again a new song. These bards always makes a new song when a story goes on.
It's back from Canberra, I hear.
I just check orchestration. Previous time we played this Rose is Rose. I check if there is Aha, I don't remember this one. History found in treasure coffer. Okay, let's try. It seems that treasure coffer contained this orchestration song.
Tome says he's looking for books about Torgal.
Uh-huh.
I know. Let's write one.
Okay, it's about Torgal. I remember that. Gav said that there might be something about Torgal, and Gav is already over here.
When we find out anything about Torgal, you'll be the first to know.
Let's see. What about Harpocrates?
How good it is to see you, Clive.
Aha, okay, there are new ones. Ask about Mid. Young Mid has always been too clever by half.
From the moment of her very first steps.
She would run the hard way, tearing apart everything she laid her little hands open. Tearing apart. But it wasn't until she started putting those things back together again that Sid realized his daughter. Aha, it's really Sid's daughter. So I remember previously there was talk about that Sid really had a daughter, and it became clear after one of those side quests, when you have completed one of those side quests, that Sid really had daughter. Sid realized his daughter had been blessed with truly special talent.
And so?
Rather than seeing it squandered, he swallowed his pride and said Mid to the university in Carnival. So okay, Mid came back from Carnival to the Hideaway to study under the Freak City's finest mechanist. That was on her 11th name day. But we had reaped the benefits of her studies ever since. Her invitations are part of our daily lives here at Hideaway, even if she herself is not.
As to why she has stayed away,
I would hazard that part of her is simply afraid that coming home will remind her too much of what she has lost. Okay, so Mid is really Sid's daughter. Ask about, okay, these are two siblings, young siblings, who, if I remember correctly, they became orphans because they lose their parents.
did you know
That the then Crow's parents were both bearers. Having lived so long in a world where so much was denied them, it couldn't have been easier for them to find love.
But once they had,
Oh, how brilliant did it burn! A love that only burned brighter once Death and Crow were there to bask in it, to share it.
until it was taken away,
Plunging the twins in the darkness, no man or woman, let alone sight, whoever had to face. A ball that will ever hang over us, as long as the man who casts it walks free.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Aha, we leveled up. Level 4.
Fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
Hideaway. I checked some of these. The Holy Order Seals of Black and Pinion. The official name of the order of knights established in the imperial province of Rosaria who persecute and purge bearers and those who shield them, commonly known as the Black Shields after the color of their armor. A hue seemingly chosen to differentiate this new elite order from the silver-clad dragoons. Unlike the hero dragoons, however, they are feared and flowed throughout the imperial province. The capital city of Hurricane, or the Iron Kingdom, located on the boiling sea island of Ironholm, several hundred leagues off the western coast of Rosaria. Its name means Shattered Rock in the Herani tongue. Drake's Eye, Mother Crystal, which stood in the frozen wastes of Northern Storm, lands now lost to the Blight. Soon after Mother first fell, the tribes of the north, in a bit of desperation, marched south into Rosaria. She was dominant at their force. Terrible battle ensued in which fire was pitted against ice, but eventually the Phoenix and the ducal armies succeeded in driving back the invaders for a time.
What subject shall we consider today?
And then I just maybe take only one or two. Maybe I check Torgal and Hupka. Dominant of the Icon Titan, Warden of Earth, on learning the identity of one who slew his beloved Benedicta, he sent his forces to ransack Rosalit, capital city of Rosaria, and Clive's former home, in the hope of luring him out. Clive takes up the offer and is able to best Kupka in battle, cutting off his bands in the process. But before Clive can deal the finishing blow, the helpless Hugo is spirited away by a mysterious man from Valud. So this is the current problem. There is mysterious man somewhere. And let's check about Torgal. So this was kind of a big surprise. Clive's faithful friend, who is fiercely protective of him and his allies, when Jill came close to death in the courtyard of Rosaria Castle, something awoke within him, transforming Torgal into something akin to an icon. And I checked. This has been some kind of side person or... okay. This is Mead, Sid's daughter. Student of engineering at the University of Canberra, she is well versed in the secrets of modern and fallen technology as any scholar in the Twins, and means to put that knowledge to use in the service of the Hideaway. I just look. Let's look about Nectar, our brave Moogle. The Hideaway's resident Moogle, when Sid found trapped between Wallen ruins and brought back to his deadland home, while all others hear its word as naught but succession of adorable Cooper-like cries. Clive is somehow able to make sense of them, learning that the creature professed to be a mighty hero who would see the terrible fiends that plague the realm laid low, for which purpose it persists in drawing Clive's attention to the hunt board. And I just look anything else. maybe I check Annabelle, because he is kind of main character from other side. Empress of the Holy Empire Sambrica, formerly the Duchess of Rosaria, before she betrayed her nation and gifted to the Empire. For a short while after the fall of duty, she was taken into protection of Imperial Crown. A pretense that ended with her bargained remarriage or Emperor Sylvester, the birth of Prince Olivier, and her return to the rule over Rosaria as Viserion. Okay, so let's keep these.
Did you learn everything you needed?
So a little bit background
Tim says he's
stories.
looking for books about Torgal. I know. Let's write one.
And then it's always good idea to check supplies. Aha, potions, I need more potions. And probably... Okay, I was... good to buy before going to the...
What can I do for you? If you're gonna buy
Out.
something quick about it.
$40,000 for orchestration songs.
You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Maybe I'll buy a couple of these stone
Better I'll
skins.
be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Okay, this is
Finished,
all.
are you?
Then let's look anything else. Sports. And I think those we have already checked. Okay, it's time to go to talk with Mid. But let's check where to go. Aha, we actually can go 2 different ways. We can also use this way. So maybe let's go this way. Ah, there is something new. There is yellow icon.
What do you need? What do you want?
So I check anything special here. Aha, okay, I can, good that I checked. I can upgrade my platinum sword. So I remember that I got earlier one of those liquid flame materials. So I'm able to upgrade. And okay, let's do this.
No scratches, right?
Then anything else? Aha. So we actually can also upgrade belt. This gives 3 more. So okay, let's upgrade this one.
Should last you a good while.
And we have something missing. Okay, so prior clamshells. Okay, there are enough of those. Platinum. Aha, but this, even if I can upgrade this, I cannot get better one. Aha, but if I want to upgrade this one, I need 1 gelatinous mass to make this better.
That it? Fine.
Maybe, or it's always good to save when you have acquired something.
How's it coming along?
I just short look about this landscape.
No, the capital's as strange to me as I am to her. It was a lifetime ago I last set foot in the city.
If you would have home like this when going to the balcony. And okay, let's go.
Sid's gonna chop off Cooker's head this time.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. Right? I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you. Who else?
Buying list.
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Okay, what kind of buying list? Getting to work.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Blackthorn, getting to work, speak with Sharon. Okay, so...
Basically, I need a smith, a merchant, and someone who can work wood. And let's face it, my student allowance isn't going to stretch that far. So do us a favour, will ya?
So it seems that we need to visit Sharon.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men, but he does lack a certain tenderness. Goots, meanwhile, is as burly as a behemoth, but as innocent as a babe in arms.
Okay, this was... Yeah, okay, Infirmary. And... there seems to be something new with nectar. And I think the new thing probably was... there is even more. This is new one. Muddy murder. There is class A. This is probably the toughest. I have completed class C and one class B, but not class A. So class A must be very hard one. And okay, let's go. Charon.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the deck in this time. Jill looked white as a sheet.
Okay, there is also...
Was wondering where you got to. It's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
List of materials. The noxious vapors that spill from the cracks around a certain door in Sidafus Thelmas Deadland Hideaway would sting the eyes and burn the nose of anyone who strayed too close. Combining every ingredient on this list would no doubt produce similar result.
Think you can find everything on there?
This lot? Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment?
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water. That would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Aaron.
Okay, this seems to be very fast one. There seems to be something new. Yellow bubble. There is something new about me again. Is irascible the word. The girl doesn't let anything get her down, that's for certain.
Quite the opposite.
In fact, she's got a way of making every bugger else get up and dance to her tune.
Like father, like daughter.
Yeah, I say it ran in the blood, if I didn't know better. Can't wait to see what kind of queer contraption she comes up with next, so long as she doesn't try and drop me in the building it for her.
You leave Mid's order with me. I'll send everything on to her when I've got it.
There is still something new.
Is it business or pleasure? Coin purse weighing you down?
I'll check, is it?
Finished, are you?
No more yellow.
I can't wait to see what Mid's going to build us this time.
Okay, then a blacksmith.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools.
Supply kit. Sketches on ineffectual device seemingly drawn from the pages of Mad Alchemist notebook and list of equally exotic alloys from which such things are smithed.
Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
It seemed like a hard one. Hard job.
That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Okay, so now speak with carpenter. Now I need to check. Where was this one? We need to go downstairs. I checked, there is yellow bubble, something new here. But maybe the new things are inside these, so I this time leave it like this.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Okay, it seems to be really in the upstairs and downstairs.
Do with a good oil in this, kid.
Enough to keep us going.
Now this place seems to be, seems to always, seems to have also carpenter section.
How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Maid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, will all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
Seems that we need to go out.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
So it seems that we are traveling to Martha's Rest. Wonder where is to go there. Staples. Aha, so we need to look for staples.
I love Martha like a sister. But the Empire have dragoons.
It actually seems to be this Inn, what has name, special name. Aha, so we need to ask about Martha.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the Rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there, then.
I wonder if we need to save him. Of course, I need to check location. Haha, it doesn't. Oh, here.
No use calling Ambrosia now.
Naught but wild beasts, this end. All their twisted talons and gruesome maws used to turn my stomach. But that was before I heard about the Black Shields.
Maybe I'll visit and take things. And I think a little bit practice is always good. Now I remember that. It might be a good thing to activate those Titan skills. And now I remembered Titan skills. How to get those? There is okay, over here. Yes, we have wind up. We have Titanic block. And I think I take Titanic block. Then there is upheaval, wind up. Can we upgrade this? Learn. Aha, we are able still to learn this. Raging Fist. Earth and Fury. We need more points. So upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. And this is full. Maybe I upgrade this one. Aha, there is also master level. So, okay, back. I wonder. Aha, so we need to. We only can use 3 different things. Now we have wind up and. But I changed these. Aha. And now I remember this shield is actually default. I already have it. And then we have up level. And okay, I tried this Raging Fist. Okay, no, okay, now we have Titan abilities equipped.
Run like the wind. Just the one of you, eh? Soil and stone!
That was quick.
Come on. Yeah. Farewell. Ready, go? Faster.
There is more little practice there. this time try.
Run like the wind.
If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
That there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with thieves. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could...
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Okay, it's time to clean memorial place. Okay, now we have newly.
This shouldn't take long.
Okay, drop the untouchable. Okay, I managed to get one of those.
Nice try.
Okay, there came main target.
Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. There's a good boy. That hurt Torgal. Well done, Torgal. To me, boy. Too slow. Nice try. Help me, boy. Nice try. Too slow. To me, boy. All yours, Torgal. Nice try. Torgal, kill. Sick. Torgal. To me, boy. Nice try. All yours, Torgal. Now, Torgal.
Dragon Talon. Upon close inspection of lesser dragon's foot, one may observe that the middle talon is considerably longer than the rest. This extended appendage is used to puncture the fleshy parts of creatures' prey, causing severe blood loss and weakening them for the
That should do it.
You made short work of that one. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. As soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Okay, looks like time to return to the headquarters. maybe it's always good idea to buy supplies.
Is it business or pleasure? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
Well, there is something new. Homecoming. I apologize for what happened at Rosalind. I fear what might have been had not you, Gav and Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you most, and for that I shall forever be grateful. Seeing the city I had once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart. But time for looking back is behind us. You must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when this is all through. Is it? Okay, we need to go back here. Ah, there is something new, yellow bubble. Ask about meat.
Summerstorm, that one.
Summerstorm. Rolls in when you least expect it, soaking to your skin and leaving you wringing your breeches. Just like your old man. Keep on us our tombstone.
I'll make the stuff she needs. Just give me a bit of time to work it all out with you.
I just check was there anything else.
What do you want?
Ah, Grindstone. I can upgrade this one. And when he lifted his fist, beneath them was one note but dust. So I can build Grindstone.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Ah, this is even better. Magic as Hunter's waistcloth.
It'd last you a good while.
Ah, this is even better. Drake's Slayer's belt. As with the cry that echoed through the skies, she thrust her sword down in the mighty Drake's nape. Life had escaped the elder him. He went crashing to the sea when his corpse lay unmoving yet unsinking. Ah, but actually I'm missing Electrum, so I cannot build it yet. But why?
Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it.
Okay, one missing material. So there are two new things, but they require special material.
How's it coming along?
Because our new sword, I
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you?
But I want to help Miss Middledore with her experiment.
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Completed. Get to work. Aha, here is something. The breath of earth, wind up. Accessory. Reduces wind up cooldown time by 3 seconds.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Okay, time to go infirmary.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Ah, there is. I notice. There also seems to be a side quest. Actually, there are 2 different side quests. So I think now I maybe complete. I do a couple of those side quests.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the...
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous, but I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
The weight of command.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Okay, time to go outside.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Is it actually? Here is. Search for Rackan's Ear. Okay, maybe I visit this. There seems to be something here. Okay, it's this place.
Slavers don't even bother.
Glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the dame in Northreach. The Hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slavers' carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet. They're trying to get into the carriage.
bone necklace used in crafting.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Okay, time to go back to the hideaway. Now my hit points are full.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back. The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
there was something. The breath of the fire, rising flame, reduces of rising flames, cool down time.
Been doing Mid's bidding, have you? Yeah, she's wrote me in and all. Maybe promised to sweep the old blooming cellar for her.
There is something new.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts?
They say it's young men who keep the roads free of beasts and bandits, and one whose livelihood is reliant on safe passage from market to market. My Jacobus, I thank you. Aha, I got cleric's medallion.
You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
I check what is the effect of cleric's medallion. Aha, increases healing potency.
Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgal. He must have found something.
But I checked this side quest here.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but there as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden. And we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential. And we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the Infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Okay, so we need some
Just tell me what you need.
ingredients.
Oh, thank you. No one knows herb lore like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
So, okay, let's go outside.
Litlands have been up to their old tricks again.
Over here.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Okay, those are full.
Dread to think what happened in Rosalith. The Litlands have been up to their old tricks again.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Taya's remedies. But she insists I rest.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
A wild herb that, when brewed in infusion can dull the pain of Barber's blade.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The Hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You said Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Okay, crafting material.
I'm sorry I let my fear get the better of me. I'm ready to be stronger. For the Hideaway. For all of us.
Damn the bastard who thought to mix branding ink with the foulest poison known to man. Since then, bearers have only ever had two choices. Court the crystal's curse in service of their masters, or defy the brand and suffer the wyvern's wrath. Either way, it's an agonizing death.
Okay, time to visit Cover. If we learn more about Torgal. Fantastic.
Soldiers with their ruby stain, stick steeds fed to the fire, shall never burn away the pain, till one man tops the pyre.
Ivan's newest dish is a masterpiece. Once you get over the urge to gag, that is.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and Seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, the girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened. Just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
Looks like a lot of working. Sometime later. Okay, new kind of room. Looks like Hideaway's upgrade.
Brilliant.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest. And work in earnest we shall!
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
I just check. Aha, here is the new location.
I wish Miss Midador would let us help her with her dungeoneering. I wonder what she's going to dungeoneer next.
A little bit safe and
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour.
time to see Vivian. What was this?
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Uncle Byron.
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
There is one of those mother crystals, Twinside, Sandpicker.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing the clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
Sire.
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. Gregor, forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. It's just one thing after another around here. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Shirley's got her work
My dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you? 2,000?
Little bit money.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Okay, time for tactician.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waloed friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velkroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waloeders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the royalist trail across the Velkroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Candlewood on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
I just take Vivian.
My favorite pupil.
Ask about need.
We met under curious circumstances.
I think it's fair to say it was during my time at the university. I had returned to my lecture hall to collect some notes and discovered mid-cuffed under the lecture sketching some design art by candlelight. It is transpired that she had fashioned a key and had been using my classroom as her own secret study, a place of quiet refuge from overzealous tutors and the like.
Naturally.
I insisted she leave, But mead being mead, she refused to take no for an answer, and before I knew, I had not only allowed her to continue her late-night studies, but I agreed to take her on as pupil in the bargain. Though I soon wished I hadn't. Her refusal to defer to authority was no less evident in my lectures. Was this my reward for years of painstaking study, I wondered, to be teased and tormented by some oil-stained stripling who seemed to delight in my discomfort?
Still,
our time together was not entirely disagreeable, not least because it was she who unearthed the plot against my life and encouraged you to come and whisk me away to safety. And so I came to take refuge in your base of operation, just as he once did in mine. Byron.
Lord Byron Rothfield.
Of 7 houses, protector of Sportisol. And your uncle, no less.
I heard tell.
He was an adventurous soul, and joining alone to the secret lair of villainous seed, the outlaw would certainly seem to give truth to such rumors. He was a valuable ally and generous one, I hope, and his connections among the nobility will surely prove useful.
Why?
Perhaps he will soon inviting the heads of remaining high houses to grand soiree here in Hideaway. I must practice my steps.
What is it that you wish to learn? Very good.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Sid, of course. Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalimil, Suncaller, the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalimil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Clive. Here you go. Always something in there.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Okay, there is new location.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Riddle of the Sands. No saving. That's a sick wood.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Quietly now. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
I feel good, boy.
Okay, there was something.
It's over.
Okay, I got finally trophy, Vital Attraction. Okay, what the... I check what kind of... Okay, good. Abilities. Oh, I have currently. So there is Embrace, Aerial Flat, Rock Gambit. There is one thing. Okay, I need to. This is something what I need to have. Can I remove this one? Let's see. You need coke. Okay, so there is something special which needs 3 abilities, but we cannot. You only can have 2. I wonder, is it possible to? Oh, okay, you cannot. All of them need to be different. This is really... I just check abilities. Can I buy new ones? I can upgrade this. Okay, level up. Okay. Save. What is over here?
Has finally made his move.
Yes. I expect that's why there's so many soldiers in town, to deal with any Imperial reprisals.
There is some kind of special stuff.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalimil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Mm-hmm.
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Looks like Assassin's Creed.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Aha, okay. Okay, you're right.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
The outlaw! Thank you!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Titan abilities are nice.
Trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Aha, Joshua.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Torgal is back.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
From the stoutest stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack, no matter how rocky the road.
How about a hot bath to soothe the aches and pains of the road?
Look, Father. Hot water. But where are the bearers who heated it?
It wasn't heated.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Kupka, who stands ready to crush any threat that might face us.
They've closed the road. and it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalimil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalimil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
I'll check these lookings.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Kupka's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalimil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalimil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Dalimil is famous for its spas, its markets, and its smithies. Somebody at one of those might be able to help you.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Cid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have to tell you? It's not
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalimil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Ask for Ferda at the baths. If this woman you're looking for is still around, you'll know where to find her.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalimil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around?
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it. It's over.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
I check.
You have passed the test, Sid. Off you go now. Rosina Dalimil awaits.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Why do you go flat?
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be transported.
The finest fabrics, fresh from
Is this the place?
Ubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalimil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalimil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3.
Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Follow the crystals.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalimil.
A word of advice, traveller. You see pots like this around town, you leave them alone. Unlike where you come from, fresh water's in short supply around these parts. We store what little rainwater we get in these pots for, well, not a rainy day, but you know what I mean.
Ah, here.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalimil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
The men of the Rock are Lord Cook's private guard. He must be a generous man. The amount they spend when they come calling.
Master Lubor has high expectations of you. Don't disappoint him.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Someone is stealing.
There's cartloads of crystal coming out of Drake's Fang every day. Meanwhile, we'll have to get by with half-spent shards. Someone's siphoning it off.
A deposit?
The juiciest
Kneaded
meat from
to a
Green's
silken
fed
softness.
bird. You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Well, I hope you gave as good as you got. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
My carpets have pride of place in Castle Dasbog.
The misfortune Dalimil finds herself in is of a crystalline nature. So do be discreet in your inquiries,
In excess of one great for the specification here under read proves the training will pay the sum of 1,000 gil, no less than 8 right hands in length, weighted bomb, triumph inlay.
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace. You told the guard those soldiers started it. They're in more trouble.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
This sense. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velkroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
I need a drink.
Genuine cocktail needles imported from across the sea. Just fun. And you little sparrow will see.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Cook's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
It seems that we need to go outside.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of... Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Fresh, yes, they're quite sought after.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course.
Right this way, my lord. Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic? Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem. My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
Just getting warmed up. Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh?
I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Greybeard. Here, wear this.
Aha, we got seal. Seal of trust.
Who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubo.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalimil is back in bed with Sid.
We are lost, Elan. To his Achilles.
My thoughts are yours.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Quest complete. And I think this is actually a good stopping point. We found this new location in the middle of a desert, and check. Do we have... Okay, so this was... The location name was Dalimil Inn. So I want to thank you for stopping by and for watching.